did at home by playing with water. Why do you like to play with water?
Ma'am, when we touch to the water, so it's splashing come out.
Can you splash in water?
Yes,
Can you splash in air? Try and splash in air. What is the difference between splashing in water and splashing in air?
Ma'am, in water we feel, ma'am, in air we does not feel.
And when we put our hand in the air, we can put easily, and when we put in the water, we need to take the force to put the water.
Okay, we need to push a little to put our hand in water. So I would like you to put your hand first like this, flat, and I'm going to ask them to put their hand once like this. Let's see what they observe. Here, go ahead. Do you feel something? No. Take it out, put it straight. Yeah, put it in.
Ma'am, when we put our hand straight, ma'am, our hand floats in the water.
Okay.
And ma'am, when we put our hand like this, so ma'am, our hand goes down.
It goes down. How many of you have tried to float things in water? So many of you. What is floating?
Ma'am, a thing moving on water. Ma'am, a thing on the surface of the water.
Is it under the water or over the water?
Ma'am, over.
Is it touching the water?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this? Wood. Can you predict what will happen if I put this in water?
Ma'am, it will be sink.
How many of you think that this will sink in water? Okay. All of you who think it will float, put your hands up. Yeah, what is happening? Is it clear?
Floating.
Can you see what position is this? And it is floating.
Floating.
Which one should I take?
Float.
Float. It's floating. It's not sinking.
Sink.
Why is this floating and not sinking?
Because the weight of that wooden block is lighter.
That the weight of the object is light. What is this?
Thermocol.
Thermocol. What do you think will happen if we put this in water? It will sink. What do you think if we put it?
will float.
Harshit, why don't you put this in water and see what will happen? Here.
Ma'am, it will float.
It will float. So what is the reason for it?
Ma'am, it was too light.
Too light, and that's why you think it's floating. What do you think, Abhishek?
In water, ma'am, it will sink.
What is this?
Keys. Sink.
And what's the reason?
Ma'am, because it is heavy in weight.
It is heavy in weight. See, I can take out this. What will happen if I put this in water? Just a little wire piece of the keys. How many of you think this will sink? So about 20 of you think it will float and about 4 of you think it will sink. So let's see. Yeah? It's up or down? Is it floating or sinking?
Ma'am, sank.
It sank. What do you think is heavier out of the two?
Ma'am, wood.
But still this is floating and this has gone down. We'll figure it out.
Sometimes you see something huge, like a big ship, floating on the ocean surface. You wonder how something so big and heavy can float when something small and light, like a pebble, sinks as soon as you place it on the surface of the water. So why do some objects float and some sink? When an object is immersed in water, the weight of the body pulls the object in downward direction, and the water exerts a force in upward direction which pushes the object upwards. Thus the two forces act opposite each other upon the object. That's how objects float in water.
How do submarines manage to stay afloat and sink in deep waters?
So what we are going to do is we are going to work in groups. I'm going to give a tub full of water. I'm also going to give you a piece of thermocol. After you put the piece of thermocol in water, will it float or sink?
It will float.
But I want you to try something so that this piece of thermocol will sink. What is it that you tried? Who can tell me?
Ma'am, we tried to sink it, ma'am, with some bottles.
What happened when you put it in water?
What is it giving force? Ma'am, the force of water was coming from upwards to the object.
So if I had to make this on the board, this is the tub of water.
Yes, ma'am.
The water is here, and you have a piece of thermocol, wood, whatever floating here. So you mean to say that water is putting a force which is not letting the object sink. Can you come and draw the direction of the force? What Aditi made on the board, that the water is putting a force, and this force is in which direction?
Ma'am, upwards towards the object.
It's upwards. This force is known as buoyant force, or this phenomenon, this happening is called buoyancy. If there is buoyant force in water which is pushing the objects up, then why are they sinking?
When which object is heavy, they sink into the water.
And what happens to the buoyant force then?
Ma'am, sometimes buoyant force is less.
Less than what?
Weight of the object,
Okay, so what happens?
it sinks object.
So the object sinks. Okay, I want you to experience this. Can you spread your hand out? And I put this. What happened?
And the weight of it makes my hand down.
What if I put this?
Ma'am, it is like that position.
It doesn't go down, right? You said. What if I put this?
And it moves down.
Yeah. This is what you did in water. So you put a thermocol and it, what was it doing? Floating. Suppose I put this object on top.
Ma'am,
It will sink. Are their forces different?
Yes, ma'am.
So all the objects, even outside the water, put some force towards the earth. So the water is putting some force, which we all recognize as which force?
Buoyant force.
So what are the directions of the forces?
Ma'am, right and left.
And who wins the game?
ma'am, which force is more? Ma'am, who is putting more force?
Will put more force, will win.
Win.
So can you relate that to floating and sinking? Suppose I have an object, yeah, and I put it in water. So the buoyant force is more and the force of this object is less, very small. What will happen?
And the object will float.
The object will float. Okay, there is a buoyant force, but I put an object whose force is more. Then what will happen?
The object will sink.
If the buoyant force and the force put by the object are equal, then what will happen?
The lesser part of the object will be down to the water and rest of the part will be up.
Okay, so maybe it will somewhere come in between. Yeah, it will sink but not fully, it will float but not on top.
All objects which are floating in water are using buoyancy. Take a look at these children in the splash pool with their toys floating due to the buoyant forces acting upon it. Or this child wearing a life jacket as she floats in water. Or these vegetables, when immersed in water, rise and float as they're cleaned for your dinner. Fishes too have an internal swim bladder which is filled with gas and uses buoyancy to swim. Ships, submarines and floating docks use the principle of buoyancy to sail, float and submerge. Water sports like canoeing, surfing and rafting effectively use the buoyant forces exerted by water.
Salt water exerts more buoyant force than fresh water.
Is it more clear now? Like what is buoyancy or the buoyant force?
Buoyant force which is produced by water and it pulls the object upwards to the
Okay, good. So it's a force that is produced by water.
Ma'am, because of the buoyant force, we can decide that the object will sink or float.
Okay, so if you know that how much is the buoyant force and how much is the force of the object, you can figure out what is the relationship between the buoyant force and force of the object.
Ma'am, they push each other and ma'am, if the force of the object and the buoyant force is equal, then the
10
object
feet.
would be
But-
in the middle.
So you said they push each other. They push each other in which direction?
Ma'am, the object pushes the buoyant force downwards, and ma'am, buoyant force pushes the object to
Upwards. So what is this called? When somebody is doing down, somebody is doing up. What is this called?
We are opposite to each other.
Absolutely. Great. So both the forces work in which directions?
Opposite.
Opposite direction. Right? Buoyant force is up. And the force of the object is down. Great.